Hi, welcome back to Raunchy Reality Recaps. Now in this video, we're going over Amber Portwood from Teen Mom. Now, I'll tell you like my other videos, I'm sitting outside, so you can probably hear some birds. There's one bird that's crazy sitting next to me. So anyways, Amber Portwood apparently is now saying that she's going to come back to Teen Mom. Now, as we know before, a few months back, she said that she was completely, this bird. Anyways, she said that she was completely not doing anymore. I think, I don't know if she said that, but it was before it came out. So she quit, but apparently this time, even though she said plenty other times before, they all thought she was serious because she put in a notice and was, I guess, really adultish about it. But apparently, as sources say, because I'll go ahead and give shout out to the Grace Report because that's where I saw this first. And then I hopped over to the internet and saw the U.S. Sun had an article on it. And I'll post that below as well. So apparently, she had producers talk her into coming back to Teen Mom. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really think there was much talking her into it. They might have tack on some extra money on the end to entice her, to smooth over the whole thing. But I really don't think there was much talking her into it, because I don't know about you, but a lot of the other Teen Mom people have different things going on where they don't have to rely on Teen Mom money in order to pay their bills and get by and everything. A lot of these girls have clothing lines. Some of them work, have real jobs, straight up work. Other ones have their own businesses. I know Cole and Chelsea, they're on a whole other network doing home improvements. And then you got Kale, she has her podcast and everything. So, a lot of these girls have things that they can use for income. Now, as far as Amber, I really don't think she has anything. I really haven't heard anything from her. I know she did a couple books and that, but yeah, I just don't see any reliable source of income for her. A book here and a book there, a mediocre book, whatever. I just don't see a really reliable source of income that she's had, any businesses that she owns. And then on top of that, she doesn't have I don't think she had a college degree. She has a criminal record, and she's a reality star on top of that. So as far as getting an actual job, a real job, she doesn't have any work experience as far as actual jobs. I'm sorry, but being on a reality TV and a TV show and getting filmed, they may consider that work, but it's not regular work experience. Unless Bravo wants to pick you up or something, you can't go out anywhere and tell them, oh yeah, I was on a reality show for 10 years, plenty of experience. And they're going to be okay, what does that have to do with this job we're hiring you for? So yeah, exactly. So again, I don't think there was a lot of talking Amber into it. I think it was more Amber needs some money to pay more bills because she has more money going out than in. And I think she also has still custody payments she has. So, yeah. The girl needed some money. She needed some cash flow. So, also, which I think is kind of messed up, excuse me, is that she's apparently filming, a lot of this is going to be filmed of her going to LA to see her son. Now, I don't know about you. I just might be nitpicky about this, but personally, you can do what you want, whatever, but if I was in the same situation as her, if I had a charge on me from the charge that she has, the things that she's been arrested for, especially with her young son James and the incident she had with Andrew, which caused the whole breakup. And if I had years while my ex was living there with my kid right next to me to get my stuff together, to be more reliable for my kid, to, make myself a better mother for that kid, yet I didn't. And my kid ended up to where a judge gave the father custody of the child, sole custody of the child, and let the father take the child halfway across the United States. Then personally, because the judge may have done that now, but depending on how Amber handles the situation and how responsible a parent Amber is, that could always change. So keep that in mind. But in my personal opinion, if I was in that situation and there's a custody agreement, saying you can't show your son's face and everything, and I think Andrew actually showed on the internet his face, so I don't know if Andrew's in the wrong either. He might be. But we're talking about Amber right now. But if I was Amber and I would be on my P's and Q's, basically, is what I'm saying. I would be on my P's and Q's. I wouldn't invite a camera crew down to follow me, have visitation with my child, which should be, basically private. I just don't think it's in good taste, especially when you're under a scrutinized eye like that, to have you going to meet, because she's going to be talking about the whole entire time. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to go to LA and not say anything about James. She's probably going to be talking about the whole thing and everything like that. So all those private moments are going to be filmed when if she's trying to get her son back. I just don't think it's a good move. Just like I don't know if you have watched 1,000 Pound Sisters, and with my coverage with 1,000 Pound Sisters, the woman Amy and her husband Michael, they had an incident, end up splitting up, and I'm also going to put out a video on this as well, where their latest their latest hearing at the court, outside the court is waiting camera crew to film everything that's going on outside the court. So there was an order for, no talking about this on the internet or whatever, about their, divorce agreement and custody and all that. The judge put an order on that, but yet Amy ends up thinking it's okay to film that. It might be okay. It might be legally okay. But, I'm sorry. I just don't feel that's in good taste. If you're trying to do everything you can to make sure you're on your P's and Q's so you get whatever outcome you want, inviting cameras to film it on national television, I don't see many judges thinking that's a good idea. So, that's just what I'm saying here. So, anyways, that's all I got for that. Yeah. I really wish they actually, instead of them filming her going to see the custody of a kid that we can't even see really, maybe film her getting herself actually better. Maybe film her going to a therapist that actually works, or starting a business, or doing anything. I just don't. Amber's story's so played out, so boring. She never takes accountability. She'll say from time to time something that makes you seem like she's going to take accountability, but she doesn't. Your opinion might be completely different than mine. So, with that said, I want to thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share.